show you the introduction to the Jenkin server, and Jenkin is a Java web app, and then how we run the Docker image. So let's first go to my website. Let's go to my website, and let's go to blog. Let's go to courses. Let's go to DevOps. This should be inside of Jenkin. So I think everything is inside of this website. At least in this introduction to Jenkin, there are two things. There are two solutions that we can install and run Jenkins server. The first way is the most native way, because this is a Java app, right? So we go to Jenkins download. We can go to download the WAR file. For example, let me make this a little smaller. You can see different platforms and choose the right platforms. And for example, Windows, Ubuntu Debian, and then you're going to get the WAR files. And there are very detailed instructions on how to do a Debian install, Ubuntu install of this Jenkins, right? So wget is to get the key, and you're going to get the WAR file later on, and then you're going to do an app install. So you can do an app install. If you are using this way, I will highly recommend that you're going to do the long-term support release. Please do not use the weekly release. It's going to be a lot of hiccup. So long-term support LTS, as I mentioned before in the class, so you can do that. But in this class, I would focus on a different approach. So I have all the screenshot, and I will show you how to start Jenkins using WAR file. And right after you install, I didn't do the sudo app install. I did the WAR file, and I extract it, and then I run it. So after that, I did a ps auxw Java, and then you can see Jenkins server was actually running by a Jenkins account. This is the user ID, and it's actually a Java JVM process, and -d is the JVM argument. And a JVM argument, if you are taking Java classes, you will know that it's taking a multiple key value pairs of JVM parameters, and then and that java-jar is to run any runnable, executable WAR file, jar file. WAR file is actually a zip format, much similar to jar file, and then you guys can actually look it up, the differences between executable jar versus a WAR file. So I will skip that part from here. And HTTP port, all these parameters are actually passed in where it's not going to be passed to the JVM, is actually passed to the WAR file. So just for example, the web root is a parameter, and the equal sign is the assignment. The value is on the right hand side. Both of these are actually handled by the Jenkins.war file. And if you think about executable WAR file is actually like a .exe file in Windows, then if you ever use a C code or Java code to compile to get the final artifact runnable, that you will understand we process these command line parameters inside of the main function, right? So I'll also just briefly mention this part. And once you start it, you will see this step, and then we'll ask you for a password, for a root password. Root is the highest privileged account in Jenkins, much similar to a Linux root account, right? But this is a web service. Start Jenkins. This is a systemctl. This is actually the Linux a way to start the process, the service automatically whenever the server reboots, right? Okay, this is the first part of our Jenkin introduction recording. I haven't run any commands yet. I just give you a brief introduction, and I'm pretty sure you guys can actually reproduce all these steps. And in my next video, I'm going to show you the Docker solution for this. All right. Thank you very much for watching.